So this quick, simple little tow job just got a little bigger. Well, good morning. We are headed out to do an off-road recovery, and today my sidekick is
Riley.
Riley. Can you say hi, everybody?
Hi, everybody.
So we have a Hyundai Elantra that went off the road into a tree. I don't know if we're going to run into snow or not, because this accident happened yesterday afternoon way out where there's no phone service. So the kid hiked out to where he could get to phone service and get a ride. And then now we're heading back out there. But last night, overnight, and early this morning, it snowstormed pretty good through some different parts of the mountains, and I'm not sure if that part of the woods out where this thing is part of what got snow, and no one really is. So I guess we will head that way and see what kind of an adventure we get into. So I found the answer to our question about snow. Yes. All right, so we are at the spot right here where the insurance company told us the car was sitting. They gave us a nice little pin drop. We are there. Car's not here. Talked to the customer. Turns out it's another 20 miles out into the woods. And the kid who was driving, this accident happened yesterday afternoon. He had no service out where he was, so he hiked out, lost his phone somewhere in the accident. They asked if we could look around on the ground and see if we could find it, but lost his phone, hiked out the whole 20 miles until he got out here and found someone to let him use their phone and call for a ride. So our day just got a whole lot longer than we were thinking, and I am more than okay with that. So we got a decent bit of snow out here, but unfortunately it is not enough to cover up all the washboards in this road, so we can't go very fast. It's just beating the hell out of the truck. Not cool. There it is. Right into a tree, just like they said. They got that part right. Oh, wow. Yeah, they said it slid into a tree. And that appears to be exactly what happened. Let's go check it out. Right, did we find our car?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
Tow it.
We're gonna tow it? All right. Oh, you're gonna get some payback for that. So we are. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Ah! So we are an hour farther into the woods than where they told us this thing was, and we finally found it. Yeah. Hey. But they were correct about the part where it slid off the road into a tree, because it definitely came just right off the road and dead centered this tree. It snowed all night, left the windows down. Ooh, airbags popped and everything, so this car is totaled. So supposedly this happened like midday yesterday, and it wasn't so much snow yesterday out here. So there's no phone service here, so he hiked all the way out of here. And somewhere between this car and home, he's lost his phone. So they asked if I could just take a look around on the ground by the door. I'll look in the snow, see if I spot anything. But he hiked 20 miles yesterday into the night until he finally got to some help and someone who could give him a ride the rest of the way home. So he's tired today and in bed, and we're gonna get this car out of here for him, and turned into quite the bigger job than I was expecting. All right, Rye, I don't trust you with that snowball. All right, hey! Okay, so Rye, now what do we got to do with the car?
Tow it.
Yeah, but how are we gonna get it out of here?
Pull.
We're gonna pull it. Should we use the winch or should we yank it?
What?
The winch? Okay. We could go either way, but Riley says winch. Okay, we got the truck over there kind of backed with that back tire into the ditch a little bit to help hold it in place. My ice chocks are still in the Jeep. I need to throw them back in. So the problem is it's over the bank slope that way, and it's got that tree right on the other side of it right there. So if we hook straight up to the back of it and try to pull it out, it's gonna slide down that way and most likely hit the tree with the other side of the car. It's not damaged. It's already totaled, but we don't want to cause any further damage. So since this car has almost no tow points underneath it, and the control arms in the front are totally buried in the snow and dirt, the best way to hook up to this thing is straight to the wheels, front and back, with a chain bridle that equalizes the load between the two, and pull at an angle right here with our winch. And it's going to pull the car sideways and up out of here as it comes off this tree. So our pull direction is in this line right here, and Riley's going to stay way off over here where it's safe and make little snowmen. We are using a synthetic rope, which is a lot safer than cable, but we still have a chain involved in it right here. So if it snapped back, there is still metal to come flying around. And fun fact, Yankum Ropes, that makes those nice kinetic energy ropes that we all know and love, also makes synthetic winch lines. So I'll put my affiliate link down in the description below. Go check them out. There's some high quality stuff. So I'm standing on this side where I can watch it come off this tree and hopefully not hit that one. I'm on the other side of the tree from the line. I'm not worried about it snapping this way. I'm worried about the chain going that way. So we can pull and it should go in that direction, which is exactly what it's doing. And then we can kick the front end out on the road, back up to it, hook up, and away we go. Look at that. Walk right away from that tree. Look, chain stays off the body and it's not pulling on the tire that hard, because if it was, the wheel would be trying to turn. All right, we got all our cable in. That worked out perfect. It came nice and right up here, so we'll reposition the truck a little bit, grab just the front wheel and pull the front end over onto the road, then hook up to it and go. So reposition the truck, got it farther over into the ditch, and then have both lines of that bridle go into the front wheel only. So now when we pull it, it's gonna spin the front end around, right up here onto the flat part of the road. We can clear the snow out from under it, grab our extra parts and pieces, throw in, and then get hooked up to it. Perfect. Right where we want it. Oh man, this front end is trashed. Definitely have to dig some snow out here, and that crossbar is going to hit that plastic, but I don't think it's an issue at this point. This thing is beyond totaled. You can see how deep it was into the dirt and snow here on each side. That's why I couldn't get to the front control arms or anything like that. But doing it the way I did was a better way to do it anyway, because you can see there's where the tire was sitting, right next to that tree, and you can see the tracks. It just moves straight away from the tree and right up onto the road. No extra damage. Rye, you having so much fun? I guess that's a yes. Look at you. Rye, you look like a little traffic cone. Well, she's having a blast. I'm glad I brought her along on this one. Okay, trying to get the claws to start under that plastic skirt, because if they go under it, we're good. Looks like so. I'm like right down on the ground. Okay, so now we can grab onto it. Since there's a lot of stuff underneath it where we just drug it out of there, we'll bring it up here to a flatter spot. I'll kick the snow flat off the road and set it down and then re-grab it so I get a good grab on it. But looks like we got it. Yeah, right, a good grab on it. We're getting tired. Okay, we'll get this out of here and head home, okay? Oh, good thing we still got this camera. We set it down, open the claws, make sure we got a good bite on it here. That one's grabbed nice and good. Just make sure the other one did. Yep, it's right there too. We're not exactly centered, but that don't matter. Okay, now we'll pick it up again. Crunchy. Wow. Got her pretty good. But from our crossbar, which is way down here, to their oil pan way up there, we got a ton of clearance, so we are good. Nothing underneath there is getting close to anything on the car, again, even though it's totaled. Okay, we got it tied down. We got a ratchet strap over the hood holding the hood down so it doesn't fly up at these huge speeds we're gonna be getting out here. Not even gonna worry about the safety chains. I mean, what's the worst gonna happen? It's gonna fall off and go hit a tree. Got our tow lights on the back. Got all the debris cleaned up and put in the floorboard on the passenger side of the car. We're gonna get out of here. All right, Ryan, what should we do now?
I think we will go to the grocery.
The grocery store? What are we gonna do there?
We're gonna get a cake pop.
Oh, you wanna go to the grocery store and get cake pops? I was thinking more along the lines of, let's go get this car dropped off. And then cake pops.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going. All right, we finally made it back out to the pavement. I mean, you can't tell other than the sign right here that says the pavement ends, going that way, and we're coming that way. This cattle guard right here is a split. So we got out, checked the straps, lights good, all that. Now we can throw the safety chains on that we're not in the out and off-road stuff anymore. And one thing you got to be careful of when you're out towing cars in the snow like this is that rear bumper. So you can see when you bring the front of the car up, you bring the back of the car down. And luckily right now, this snow is super soft and powdery because it's fresh. But in this part of Oregon, when it kind of warms up a little and this starts to get slushy and then freezes hard, it'll get super hard, chunky, and icy. And when it hits that bumper, it'll rip that bumper right off. Even in this powder, if you drag that too hard or too fast and it fills up kind of like a snowplow, it'll rip the bumper off. So you got to watch that. Sometimes I'll even throw the dollies on a car that doesn't need them just because it lifts that back end up like 6-8 inches and you get the clearance you need. All right, and we are here at the body shop and their lot is packed full too. Geez, I guess we stick it in a parking space over here, but man, all the body shops are filled up. And this is like the first snow of the year, so there's some parking spots right here. We'll just back it into one of them. Get the ice knocked off it there. Alright, we got it backed into our spot here. Straps off, chains off, lights off the back. Got our hood strap. Always remember the hood strap. That's something you don't normally do, so it's easy to forget. And I have donated a few hood straps to body shops. Not bad at all. There's a whole lot of car missing right there. Oh, I'm sure they're gonna want this. All right, we got it all dropped off. Ryan, what should we do now?
Go to the grocery store.
Go to the grocery store. What are we gonna get? Get groceries?
Cake pop.
Oh, a cake pop? It looks like we are going to the grocery store to get a cake pop. Right, what you got?
Cake pop.
What kind is it?
Reindeer.
Stop shaking so we can see. Are you so excited? That's your treat for a job well done. Thanks for helping.
That's it for this one. Get to Watson.